everyone, happy Wednesday. I hope you watched last night's video or yesterday's video because the types of problems are just about the same. So if you did well on yesterday's assignment, then you are going to do just as well on today's assignment. So the first set of problems asks you to draw a line to represent the rise and a line to represent the run of the line. Then state the slope of the line in simplest forms. Now remember, slope is rise, which is up and down, positive up, negative down, over run, which is left or right. Left is negative, right is positive. So yesterday when we were finding slope, the one thing I wanted to make sure that you were aware of is that you placed dots on the blue line here, where the blue line is exactly crossing the grid mark. So right where I put the orange dot at negative 9, 6, and then another dot would be at negative 6, 4. Now, it says draw a line representing the rise and a line representing the run. So you're going to have to click on the map or click on the grid, and from one point to the other, draw a line. So click to create the line down, and then click to create the line to the right. So it's down 2 blocks, right 1, 2, 3. So M down 2 is negative 2, right 3 is positive 3. So your slope is going to be negative 2 over 3. Okay, that's for the question sets number 1. Question set number 2 asks you to find the slope of a line that passes through 2 points. Just like yesterday, our formula for calculating slope when given 2 points is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, where you label your points x1, y1, x2, y2. So x1, y1, x2, y2. So the formula says y2, which is negative 3, minus y1, which is negative 3, use parentheses. So it's going to be negative 3 minus negative 3 over x2 minus x1. And anytime there's a negative number, use parentheses. So negative 5 minus negative 2. When you put them in the calculator, you put the top in first. Negative 3 minus negative 3 is 0. Now put the bottom in. Negative 5 minus negative 2 is negative 3. Now, you cannot put the answer into Delta Math as 0 divided by negative 3. It will not give you the right answer. You have to write it in simplest form. So make sure you always simplify. 0 divided by negative 3 is 0. Okay. If you were to use the ABC button in your calculator, you would have to put the negative. I'll show you right here. You would have to put the negative with the 0 on top, and then you would do negative 0 ABC 3 equals, which would then give you your final answer of 0. Okay, set 3 wants you to graph the line, and the equations are already in slope-intercept form. So slope-intercept form, remember, is y equals mx plus b, where m is the number in front of x. So my m is negative 2. You always want it to be a fraction since it's rise over run, so negative 2 over 1. Your b is the number that's added or subtracted to the back, so my b is a positive 2. And then when you graph, you want to plot b on y-axis, which is your axis going up and down. So if we plot b, we're going to put a dot at 2. And then step 2 is use rise over run to plot more points. Okay, so here we go. My rise, or up and down, for some reason it doesn't want to work, is down 2 and to the right 1. So it's going to go down 1, 2 to the right 1, and you're going to put another dot there. Down 2, right 1, and another dot there. Down 2, right 1, another dot. Down 2, right. And you can plot as many dots as the app's going to let you plot. If they only let you plot 2, then only plot 2. The opposite of going down 2, right 1 is up 2, up 1, 2, left 1. Up 1, 2, left 1. Okay? All right. For some reason, my page does not want to move. All right. Let's see. Let's see if this helps. Sorry about this. All right, there we go. All right, that was question set, 3. So let's look at question set 4. All right, it says write the equation of a line fully simplified in slope-intercept form. Fully simplified means your fractions are always simplified, okay? Now, slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. You need a number for m, and you need a number for b. Now, the dots are already on the line for you, so pick 2 of them. And let's count rise over run in order to get my m there. So let's see if I could use pink today. All right, so in order to go from my left dot, my leftmost dot to my right, I have to go down 1 block. So m is down 1 or -1. And then I have to go to the right 2 blocks. So my m is -1 over 2. My b is where my line crosses my y-axis, which my line crosses my y-axis right where I put the red dot at -3. And then from there you just plug the numbers into your formula. So your equation that you would put into Delta Math would be y equals -1/2 x minus 3. Okay. If you put into Delta Math like a plus -3, it will mark it wrong. And then make sure your fraction is always simplified. -1/2 does not simplify further. All right. Question set number 5. It says put the following equation into slope-intercept form, simplifying all fractions. Remember, use that A, B, C button. Okay, now, slope-intercept form means I need to get the y by itself. So my steps, okay, are add or subtract the x term, and then divide all pieces by number in front of y. Okay. So here we go. I need to add or subtract the x term. My x term is a positive 8, so I am going to subtract 8x on both sides. On the left it cancels out and I drop down a positive 6y. On the right, the negative 8x goes right in front of the positive 24. Okay. Once I add or subtract my x term from both sides, I'm going to divide every single piece by the number in front of y, and then I have to simplify. Okay. -8/6. Okay, when you simplify -8/6, you want to type -8 ABC6. It's going to give you a mixed number, and then type second ABC. It should turn it right back into a improper fraction, and it will give you -4/3x. 24 divided by 6 is a positive 4. You would have to type in y equals -4/3x plus 4. So make sure you're being very careful with simplifying your fractions there. Okay, and that's it. There's only 5 sections.